Hello, everyone. I just finished my bed linen, so I'm going to make my bed, let some people come in, and then we'll get started. Let me go ahead and put on some music for you guys. All right, I'm still here, so if anyone comes in, you want to put your questions in the chat, that would be amazing. Oh, shit. Let me see what's going on here. Anyway, we'll work it out. Hopefully it works. Anyway. So yeah, even a tarot reader has to do mundane chores. They can't be magical all the time. If you want to, I'm just making my bed. If you want to go ahead and type your questions, I will get right to you. There we go. Okay, so can you guys hear me? Is everything good? Let me make sure. Okay. Let's see if we're all good. Alright, now since I've got something going on with my settings. Hi Johanna, how are you? Let me see. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to flip it. Okay, that looks good to me. Yeah. All right, so I am going to turn on my app, and unless anyone has any questions in here, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my readings for the day. Where did he go? Question mark. Also, ... Congratulations! Exclamation point. I am so proud of you. Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. I just got started, so I'm ready to go. How are things going with you and your person? Okay, I turned my app on, so we should be good. Let me see something. I'm gonna try something real quick, so if the video glitches, just hold on, because I'm gonna try to refresh the page here. Okay, now it's good. Yeah. Make sure. Oh, my hair looks terrible. Let me go brush it real quick. Okay. Yeah, that person's going to be gone. Let me shuffle the cards and see what they're saying, but Spirit is telling me that person will be gone. It looks like not really a fade, but not really something aggressive. What I'm feeling is like a push, if that makes sense. Okay. Here. All right, yeah, let me shuffle the cards and see. Yeah, I think that's, I think his parents may have had something to do with that, to be honest. Let me see. Yeah, you're going to find balance. I feel like he's going to push and it's going to turn into a fade, if that makes sense. It's not going to happen overnight. But he's slowly but surely going to like stop talking and then it'll be like a fade out. Cards are a little bit, it's humid here today. That's why my hair was all over the place. And cards are a little bit sticky. Correct. It's not going to be a, he's not just going to like delete and block and be done all of a sudden. It's like he's going to stop talking and she'll continue to try to talk and he'll ignore. He might say something every once in a while and then finally she's going to give up and fade away. Here we go. Good morning, Brenna. How are you doing today? Hi, Andrea. Welcome. What I do is I take questions here in the chat, and I'm also working off of my app. which if you want a private reading, you can go to the, I'm trying to figure out, the camera's always weird, www.scottishsunflower.com, and I'm online there most of the time. But yeah, if you have a question, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Okay, let me see. Okay, but right now, Lynna, he needs to think that. Period. That's the only thing that's going to shock him and get him to act right. I know it seems mean and it's cruel, and that's not the type of person you are. But if you don't back completely off, he's going to continue taking advantage of you, period. And that's not fair to you. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And click the little bell so you'll get notifications of when I go live. I go live maybe once or twice a day. I don't have a set schedule. It's just whenever I feel like it, to be honest. And leave your Snapchat deleted for at least 30 days until December the 1st. Okay, Kama, I'm going to shuffle the cards now and see what Spirit is saying. Period. Oh, and I know I wore this shirt yesterday. I kind of use it for a pajama shirt, to be honest. And so you might see it multiple days in a row. Don't think I don't bathe or change clothes. It's that sometimes I'm just too lazy in the mornings to get dressed right away. I guess she's not going to hurry up. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, the very first thing that Spirit is saying is that he does see you as this loving and nurturing person, which you are. And in small ways, he is working on himself, period. He thinks about you quite often. However, he's still very, very guarded, period. He does want to have a future with you, but it's still like at the beginning stages for him. It's not something that he's fully made a plan for yet. Does that make sense? No, ma'am. Period. I'm not seeing any other woman in the picture. Period. I don't even see him entertaining the thought of another woman. Period. Please don't stress out about that. Right now, for the next 30 days, all you need to do is focus on yourself. Period. He's not out there fucking around. Just be your normal self. Period. Don't try to start a conversation with him. If he says hi, though, by all means, say hi back. Don't be rude. You know what I mean? Yes, ma'am. He has been thinking about it. By the way, happy Tuesday, everyone. You're very welcome. Hello, welcome in. If you have questions, just go ahead and type them in the chat box, and I will do my best to answer them. I'm just checking a few things real quick. morning. How are you doing? Welcome in. My name is Lynna. My website is right. I can never get it right. This camera, www.scottishsunflower.com. But if you would like to ask one specific question, you're more than welcome to just go ahead and type it out in the chat, and I will get right to you. Is it Mimi or my? This day, Tuesday, yeah. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's trash day. That's what I just heard, the trash truck. And I forgot to change my pee pad. Not my pee pad, the cat's pee pad. Tuesdays are usually pretty busy. Maybe I got a late start. Oh, okay. Are you wondering about somebody specific? Let's see what you got coming in. I'm just going to do the next couple months, like to the end of the year, okay? If you see me not picking at my face, but kind of swiping, I have allergies and I keep feeling like I have cat hair on me, if that makes sense. Okay, you do have someone that's thinking about you. They think the whole world of you, actually. They have actually really deep feelings for you, and they think about you quite often, sometimes in a sexual way. Let's see. I feel like it may be somebody that you work with. Yeah. You already know this person. I don't feel like. I wonder what that's about. This one. Yeah, they're not sure if you are going. They really like you a lot. Okay. A lot. But it feels like they're afraid that you're going to reject them. They're very guarded, but it does show them finally coming towards you in a romantic way. They're very charming, very charismatic. They're going to end up reaching out and talking to you. Yes, girl. Where's he at? I have a Maine Coon. Well, he's a half breed. But the hair. Oh my God. That's why you weren't in here when I first started, but when I first turned the camera on, I was literally making my bed because I have to wash my sheets all the time. In fact, as I've gotten older, I've developed an allergy to cats. Lucifer is 15 years old. I'm not going to get rid of him, so every night, take the Benadryl and go to bed. But he's a dog. Where's he at? Lucy! He'll be out. He usually sleeps up on the bed unless he's being lazy. Sometimes he's too lazy. Okay, so where was that? Yeah, he's going to finally come out and talk to you. He does have a lot of emotions. And you're going to talk to him too. I feel like you already know this person. But it does look like you are trying to keep your options open because he's not your usual type. But try to have an open heart because this guy, Aries, oh Lord, mine's an Aries, it drives me nuts. Let me see. No, he's going to be an air sign. He's someone who tends to overthink things too. Yeah, he's an air sign. He kind of keeps to himself. He's a pretty calm dude. Yeah, definitely not an Aries. I hope that helped a little bit. So yeah, you got somebody, and definitely before the end of the year, this person's going to reach out and talk to you. They're kind of quiet. They're not your usual type, but this person has really deep feelings for you, and I feel like it's somebody you may work with. So I hope that helps. Go ahead and you can subscribe to my channel, click the little bell so you'll be notified when I go live. I try to go live every day. Or if I'm not around and you want a reading, you can go to my website, www.scottishsunflower.com, and be sure to tell your friends. Come in, ask a question, get a free reading while I'm live. Okay, Hannah, I'll send it right over. I'm going to send $25, okay? Yeah, I did get young energy. But you know what? My guy's a lot younger than me, and let me tell you what, girlfriend. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay. Hey, how are you doing? Okay, I got a call. Let's see. Hello, love. My name is Lynna. How are you doing today? Good. Good. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. What is your first name? Hi. How can I help you today? Okay. Okay. Let me just shuffle the cards here and see what Spirit is saying. No, no, no. You're fine. You're fine. I understood. Yeah, you two are soulmates. Let's see. She loves you, but there's a lot of conflict here. Let's see. She wants things to just calm down. She's quite tired of the back and forth. It does look like you will get a new start. Let's see. But it's going to take a little while. Yeah, she's going to be back. She's going to be back, and y'all are going to get a new start, but it's going to take a while. It might not happen until after the first of the year. Yes. No, she loves you. She's just tired of the conflict. Uh-huh. It looks like it was last year. Mm-hmm. I do see a lot of emotions. I see both. It's like a mixture. It's like she's happy and then she overthinks things and then she gets herself stressed out and then she's gentle again. It's like a whole mixture of things going on here. I think things are going to be better by then. That you are going to be talking. So I do think you will be like under the same roof. You might get one if you come back and get an apartment, do it on a month to month because I don't see it lasting that long by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it shows that you are working on things and you're going to work things out. She does think the world of you. She really does. And she. No, I did not see anyone. No. She's not sneaking around. She's not doing any of that. Sure. Okay. I think that's going to be in January. Well, you're going to talk before then, but it's going to be more logistical and more on a friend level until after the new year. So that's why I feel like you'll start talking about the relationship in January, and that's also why I told you if you come back, get in. They're reloading right now, but I want to just let me finish this reading here, and I'll be right with you because I want to make sure that I give you the proper attention and amount of time that you deserve, okay? The best woman, yeah. Welcome back. I don't even see her. Exactly. She's not even entertaining the thought of anyone else. She wants to be with you. That's what her heart desires. She wants to be with you. You're her whole world. But you're gonna have to come back in almost like with kid gloves. You're gonna have to be gentle and kind and let things unfold naturally. You can't rush it because that will spook her. Right. 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 Now I was going to mention that too, since she's already in therapy. Have you suggested couples therapy? Okay. Right. Yeah, it might be worth mentioning again though. But don't get too emotional because you don't, like I said, you don't want to trigger her. Yeah. I yeah. It looks like in about in about 3 weeks. So about the third week in November. So right before Thanksgiving. Okay, let me just make one note, because that was a new caller. I want to write down their name, so next time they call, I can greet them personally. And then I'm going to get to your question. I promise you. Let me just write this down. Okay, my best woman, or the best woman. Let me just, okay. Now, I have to tell you, I'm not a doctor, and you should always go to a doctor or go to CVS, eye test, do all that stuff. So, I can only tell you what the cards tell me. I'm not seeing it in 2026. I mean, but as far as, like I said, I'm not a doctor, okay? But I think everything's okay in that area. So I don't think you're gonna have to like have any, you don't need like fertility help or anything like that. I just see that you're emotionally detached. It has a lot to do with it. But I do see that everything's okay in your body. You're able to. I'm not, it's not showing up here. Okay? I'm sorry. I know that's not what you wanted to hear. Good morning, love. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm not seeing it happen in 2026. Okay, Kama, I'm going to shuffle the cards now and see what Spirit is saying about Dave's feelings. Period. When is the last time you heard from him? You're very welcome, sweetheart. Okay, it looks like, well, number one, he's been thinking about you a lot. He's still in a resting phase, like he's taking a little bit of a time out. So I know you said you talked to him this morning, but he's still kind of distant a little bit. He does want a fresh start with you. Period. I know how he acts. He acts like he's got a huge ego, okay? That's all a front, period. He absolutely does care. Don't let his nonchalantness affect you. Oh, I might have to take it. I'll let you go. Yes, ma'am, he does, but not in the way that you're thinking. Like, he's not willing to like get down on his knees and beg for forgiveness. I mean, it's kind of like a thought there in his head, and he knows he did you shitty. Not right now. Not right now. Period. They're saying that he's still very guarded right now, but he is working on it. Period. I don't know if he's working up courage to talk to you. I don't know if he's working on himself, but Spirit is saying that he is working on it, and for you to remain patient and calm. Period. But here's the thing: whether he apologizes to you or tries to make amends to you or not, you need to really pray and meditate on whether you even want to let him back into your life. Period. And then whatever decision you make, you need to stick with that. Period. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is saying that there is potential, but it's going to take an extremely long time. I'm not talking months, I'm talking years. Period. He's got a lot of trauma that he needs to heal from. Spirit is saying no, he's not talking to Jamie. He's not talking. Eventually. I don't feel like he would ever physically cheat on you, period. And he does respect you, but sometimes he can be disrespectful. Oh Lord, I'm having a hot flash. I don't see it happening in the next week. Period, I'm sorry. Spirit is saying that he moves at the pace of a sloth. Welcome in. If you have any questions, if you would like a reading, you can ask one specific question. Just go ahead and type it into the chat. I'm in the middle of a reading now, but I will get to you, I promise. He does see it, and he feels like shit about it, to be honest, period. But it's that male ego in the way right now. Hey. Did I get... I don't remember if I sent that or not. Let me see. Yes, I did. Okay. Girl, sometimes I think I got CRS. Can't remember shit. Don't you just hate when you can feel a sneeze coming on? So, if no one has any questions right now, and I have no chats on the app, I'm going to read my book. Good morning, Doug. How are you doing today? What I meant was that she is tired of the conflict, of the back and forth, of the hot and cold, all of that stuff, and she just wants things to be calm and peaceful. Period. Does that make sense? Oh, I know, sweetheart. Period. She knows it's an issue and she wants to work on it, but she doesn't really know how. Period. At least not right now. Period. Right now, she is trying to still process everything. Okay, she's going to be going through a transformation. I do feel like what I said, she is trying to process her emotions and everything right now, and she knows that she needs to work on herself. And I do feel like she is going to be making some progress. Period. Also, Karma, I do feel like at some point she's going to be getting therapy um, because she knows there's issues that she needs to work out. I really feel like couples therapy with someone who specializes in a I really feel like couples therapy with someone who specializes in relationship attachment issues would do both of you a world of good. Also, it would let you know what triggers her and how to handle it, and vice versa, because she needs to learn how to handle you too. I know, but she needs to learn how to treat you better because she's not. She needs to understand how her actions affect you so that she can make those changes. Period. Do you see what I'm saying? How her actions affect you. And while you're in a therapy session, you would be more able to speak and say how those things make you feel because you would be in a safe space. For a secure person, it would be an absolute red flag. But for someone who's emotionally avoidant, they don't always think about those things. Oh, Shandy Slide. I love her. I actually learned how to knit from this lady on YouTube. I really need to get back into knitting. I miss it. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me just one moment. Anyway, while I'm talking and my mic is off, what I was saying was, um, I'm reading this series called The Witches of Scotland. I'm currently on book 6, chapter 19, so I'm really like sucked in. And Myra's done got herself in some deep shit, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. And yeah, I was not expecting that. What the fuck? Okay, I get it now. I knew there had to be something up because I knew that she wouldn't just do that. Oh shit, Hurricane Melissa is making landfall in Jamaica right now. What I see earlier, there's 25 million people there. Or, I don't remember exactly. So, if you've got family, friends, or you yourself is in there, pray. I'm praying for you. You know what? I live down here in Galveston Island, and hurricanes are no joke. So even if you don't have family or friends, or you yourself are not there, go ahead and light a candle for those people who are in that line of fire, so to speak. Because, yeah, hurricanes are fucked up, man. They can destroy something like that. In fact, a little history about the island here. Back in 1900, we had a hurricane, and all right, so United States always think their shit doesn't stink right, and so they were kind of like in a piss fight with Cuba because Cuba actually had better storm detection equipment, and Cuba had sent. Oh shit! Hold on. I'll remind me to finish my story. Okay, I know who it was. Hello. Hi, Halima. How are you doing? Oh my God, he's so hard-headed. What the hell? He will, though. He's just being stubborn. I know he's not going to make you wait another 35 years, so I know that for sure. All right. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Right. No, that's actually that's being very generous because most people only give like 30 days. So yeah, that's being very generous. No, exactly. And you're not the one who needs it. Honestly, he does because he's been through the a couple different deaths. Yeah, he is. Yeah. So that's what three deaths. Yeah, because his dad and then his son and you're saying his best friend too. Yeah, like the three people who were closest to him. That's fucked up. Lord have mercy. Mm, yeah, yeah. He's got a lot of trauma, but he still shouldn't be treating you like that. What he did was so disrespectful. Yeah, he don't know if he can fix it. He don't know if he can fix it. All right, let me shuffle the cards. Yeah, I know. Exactly. I mean, look, Joe. Yeah, yeah. They're saying he's still very guarded. He's stressed out about it. He does think about it a lot. It's on his mind. Um, he's try- They're saying he's trying to work on himself. I don't know if I really believe that, but he knows what he did was wrong. I'll put it that way. He knows what he did was wrong. I don't see him getting no therapy for it. That's what he needs, but I don't see him actually doing it right now. But he don't even really. Here's the thing: when people say getting therapy, they think they got to go talk to a psychologist. He can go talk to the pastor at his church. You know, there's lots of different forms of therapy. You know, shit. The How do we feel about you? I got the commitment and the wedding card. I've been telling you, the boy's been in love with you since y'all were children. I'm thinking like 8 years old. I don't know what happened when y'all were 8, that he has loved you since he was. Are you, see, and he must have started liking you before you even realized who he was. Okay, so what I was saying was, um, Cuba had sent a message to Washington, D.C., saying that there was a big storm coming and that it was headed towards Texas. And Washington, D.C. was like, well, we're not picking up anything on our equipment, so they just kind of fucked it off. Well, Isaac Klein was the meteorologist down in Galveston at that time, and they never told him anything, so he didn't think anything. He's got his gauges. He noticed that the barometer is dropping a little bit, but it was no big deal because he hadn't gotten any warnings from the government, right? And so everybody's out at the beach, frolicking around on the beach that day. They go to sleep that night, and for some reason, they wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And he runs down to his office or station, the weather station, and he starts checking all the gauges and stuff. And they're like plummeting down because the hurricane is like almost right on top of Galveston. And so he goes back to the house. He's got his wife, he's got 2 daughters. His wife is pregnant with a 3rd baby. His brother is living there. A bunch of people, he brought them to his house. He thought his house was safe. I mean, it was further down on what is now known as the seawall. So he lived pretty close to the beach, but his house was, up on stilts. And they all went to sleep, and before morning came, the hurricane descended. Okay, I've got another call coming in. Just one moment. Okay, while we're waiting on that. And so it descended on Galveston. Okay, sorry. Good morning, Aaliyah. How are you doing today? I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. How can I help you? Okay. I don't remember. Uh-huh. Right. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. I feel like your mom. I feel like your mom's the one that called. She's very controlling. It's not that she hates you, it's that she is very controlling. And the thing is that she can't control you. Mm-mm. It's be- okay, so anyway, he gathered up a lot of people. He had a pretty big house and woke up the next morning, and the hurricane had already descended on the island. And the only way on and off the island back in 1900 was a railway. There was a railroad that went across the ocean there, and they could take the train back and forth to the mainland. And the hurricane um, destroyed the railroad and or the tracks there across the water, and a oh god, I'm having that CRS thing again. But the you know the big metal boxes that go on the trains. Oh my god, I can't remember the word for them. Heaven help me. Anyway, it broke loose and it swept through and it knocked his house off the stilts. And his wife ended up dying. He did save his two daughters and his brother, but it killed. They really don't have the right numbers because not a lot of record keeping and stuff back then. It killed between 8 and 16,000 people in that one night. So yeah, y'all really need to light a candle for the people in Jamaica and anywhere else that hurricane goes, because hurricanes are no joke. No joke. Okay, I got another call coming in. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? Oh, I'm just wonderful. Well, today I haven't had any problems today, but what I've started doing, well, I put that disclaimer in the chat window. You know what? It seems like it mostly targets new people. Yeah, it's the people that are getting 5 minutes for $1. You know, I noticed it happens to those people a lot. I don't know if, see, I don't know though. I don't, I don't think there's like a human back there targeting certain people, but It's just suspicious to me. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes, and I was actually just talking about it because here about 25 minutes ago, it made landfall in Jamaica. And I live on an island too. So I know you're talking about the eye of the storm, the calm. I'm going to shuffle the cards because logically I can't figure it out either. Because does he? So even with the kissy face emojis, is he not sending any words? He's just emojis. Welcome back. So you said yeah, and then so he's sending words. Wow. He's just weird. I mean, but I said he's just weird. But I still feel like it's in a Sheldon kind of way. I think he's so smart that he's stupid. And I don't mean I'm not trying to sound rude. I'm really not. Okay, yeah. Let me shuffle the cards because, like I said, I he's an avoidant for sure, and he's a fearful avoidant for sure, and he loves you for sure. But that whole emoji thing and the way he communicates is something that's like otherworldly to me. I'm not calling him an alien, but I'm just saying I don't understand it. It's foreign to me. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he loves you. I know he loves you, and I know that like with the skulls and stuff, it's because he didn't know what to say. But it was kind of like he was going off the deep end there for a minute. Maybe he was trying to tell you that he was scared. I don't know. You know, emotionally, not like in real life, but you know, he was terrified. He didn't know what to say. Well, you've done the research. You know kind of what's going on with those other people. They're saying he's trying to find balance. He has been thinking about you with his way of reaching out to you. Um, he wants to have a, there it is again. He wants to have a future with you, but he's like at the beginning stages. He hasn't made a full plan yet of like what it would actually. He's not like us. He can't sit down and think that, oh, I want this house, I want to live here, I want this many kids, I want a dog. You know, I need to place in the back to do rescue animals. He doesn't think about all that stuff. He just knows he wants you in his future. And there's the lovers again. He loves you. He's just weird. Because he's trying to tell you that he loves you and that he wants to have you to be in his future. He doesn't want to lose you. Emoji. Yeah. Because as long as he's talking, he's okay. But when you say something to him, it's like his anxiety spikes. Like he doesn't know how to react to that. And it's, girl, I don't know. I know how he feels, but his actions are just, like I said, alien. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he doesn't know what to say though. Just you reaching out to, you're gonna take this the wrong way. I know. Just you communicating with him. It's like a shock and a freeze, like a deer in the headlights kind of thing. It's like, oh my God, she talked to me. Yeah, it's I don't know. They're saying that he got triggered and he froze. As long as I think he's in control and leading the conversation, I think he's okay. But when you say something, it just, I don't know, at the moment, it just triggered him and he just froze. It didn't trigger him in a, you did something bad way, because all you did was tell a joke. Shock, almost like, oh my God, she talked to me. I don't think anything is different. It's just that whatever state of mind he was in at the moment, because he was the one leading, because it shows he's the one leading, he's the one in control. And when you said something to him, it shocked him, and he froze. So you're not doing anything wrong. I want you to know that. And you're not the one that's causing him to have these episodes. It's the way his brain is wired. Is the reason he's having these episodes. I know you're going to try to blame yourself. Don't do that. It's not your fault. And he doesn't want you to go away. He loves you. This is right here too. He loves you. He needs therapy so bad, but I know he's never going to get therapy. But he's going to reach back out. You'll hear from him again tomorrow, Wednesday. Okay. No, you gotta do what you gotta do anyway, you know. You can't run scared just because he is. But it's just the way his brain is wired. You're not starting over. I know that. He just needs time to process it. You know. He's just gonna take the rest of the day to process, and tomorrow he'll talk to you again. Yeah. No. Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't take as. He's not taking as long. I don't know. His break. The time is shorter. He's not taking so long to process everything. He is getting better. It's just a slow ass process. What I say before, he moves like a sloth. Yeah. Yeah. I used to say snail, but it's like, nah, dude, this week's a sloth. Yeah. Hopefully we can get him to the snail phase. No, I don't think it's gonna be a snail yet. Okay, there it shows you going. There do show a transformation though. He is making some changes. He's still juggling his emotions. I feel like he's learning to regulate a little bit better. But he's still holding his emotions close to his chest. He's making progress. It's just so minute that it's hard to see. It's like Pluto. It's so far away and so distant. You don't even know if it's a real planet or not. It's a planet. Wait, no, it's not. You know, you never know from day to day what he's going to do. I think it's going to be a little better. The time periods are going to be shorter. He is going to have another crash, they're saying. He's got a lot of demons. These demons are talking. too. You know, those inner voices in your head. I'm not saying he's schizophrenic, but you know what I'm saying. Where he freezes up, shows him being in limbo. It looks like between now and then, I laid out 5 cards and then none of them are good. But, I mean, we've got the crash, we've got conflict, we've got being frozen, we've got being in limbo, and then we've got a resting period. So maybe pretty quiet between now and Thanksgiving, to be honest. But hopefully he's reflecting and making progress, you know, that he's, I hate to use the word healing because he's not going to be healed. But I feel like maybe he's taking antibiotics, you know, slowly working on himself. So he's not going to hit snail. He's not going to hit snail by Thanksgiving, no. I feel like it's going to take at least a week, and then he's going to be frozen, so that's going to be another week. That's going to be a week and a half, so that's halfway through November, and then it's going to be kind of limbo areas and resting phase the second half of November. But at least he'll. Yes and no, but I don't want you to blame yourself. It's because he has feelings for you. It's not anything that you yourself are doing. That's why I'm saying you don't need to blame yourself. You don't want him to not have feelings for you. And, well, you have no control whether he has feelings for you or not, to be honest. There's some cloudiness. There's a celebration. He starts to come out of his shell. Looks like he does talk to you. But he's only speaking surface level. He doesn't go deep. So December looks better. About, I would say around the 4th or 5th is when. Is that a weekend? Is there some kind of like celebration, like a breakthrough? And that's going to be good. Let me pull up my calendar here. So that would be. No, that's on a Monday. The 5th is on a Monday. But I feel like that celebration is him like opening up and actually talking, you know, because it's a celebration for you. Is this Sun? Am I looking at the wrong month? Hold on. December 4th is on a Sunday. Oh, girl. Yeah, I'm looking at. I thought I was. Never mind. You're right. You're right. So yeah, the 4th is on a Thursday. Sorry about that. I was looking at the bottom of the calendar, thinking it was December was at the bottom and November was at the top. But you're right. Yeah, the 4th is on a Thursday. Okay. But that's when he's gonna like open up and talk. But I still wouldn't expect like a normal conversation. That he'll talk with words, with actual letters, not emojis. Well, he'll probably have some emojis too, but. Okay, there's the marriage card. And there's the 2 of Cups, that's another marriage card. Past life card, conflict. He might open up a little bit about his feelings. Maybe. I don't know. But that's kind of where it's leading to. He might slip up at that point and say something. But I do feel like it would be a slip up. Well, yeah, I mean, because when you were doing the mornings, it shows that you're consistent, that you're not going anywhere, that you're not abandoning him, and I feel like that was really good. There were good days, there were weird days, and then there were days he said nothing. But I, that's going to be up to you. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to let him know that you're not abandoning him. Yeah, I I know what you're saying. I think that it would. I think that consistency and letting him know you're not going to abandon him is always a good idea. It's ultimately up to you because, like you said, it's so foreign to you that I don't want to make you uncomfortable either. I'm not going to force you and tell you that you have to do it, but it would be a good idea. I Yeah, I do. And the only difference is I think you're going to get there are going to be a lot more days that he doesn't respond during that because it shows the crash. It shows him being miserable. It shows him being frozen. And so you might not get as much in the aspect of replies or responses as you did over the past month. Because he's that whole month he was kind of like out of it. But that at that time is when he needs you most. He needs to know you're not going anywhere. None of this has anything. You're not doing anything wrong. You are a trigger, but you are a trigger because he has feelings for you. He has love for you. That's what triggers him. But you can't control those feelings. Those feelings are going to be there regardless of whether you text him good morning every morning or not. Those feelings are not just going to go away. So you yourself are not a trigger. It's his own feelings that are triggers. It does help. It does help because it lets him know that you're going to be there to support him and stick by him, even when he's at his worst. No. You would be the lighthouse. You would be the lighthouse. Because he knows you're solid. You're solid. You're on solid ground. You're not going anywhere. You're just shining your light and helping guide him home. It's just the way. Let's keep going back to this. It's the way his brain is wired. When he has these feelings, which they're there, and whether you talk to him, text him or not, he has his own thoughts. You can't control that. His brain goes into shutdown, or not his brain. His oh my God, one of us can remember shit this morning. I've said it to you before. Is when he's feeling. Yes, that's it. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it goes into shutdown, whether you text him or not. But let's put it this way. If you don't text him, then you add another fear that you've abandoned him on top of everything else he's already feeling. So that's why I do think it is a good idea. Yeah. Well, it's not like seizure bad. It's more just a state of paralysis. It doesn't affect him as far as like it's not, you know, it doesn't affect him physically, just mentally. Because he's learning how to regulate his emotions. He's learning how to take the balls out of the bucket faster. That would no, that the crash period where it's the paralysis. Because he only gets like that every so often. Other times he sends weird emojis or he might say something and then he's not paralyzed anymore. He may still be thawing out from the freeze, from being paralyzed, but he's not 100% paralyzed anymore. The crash would be 100% paralyzed. Mm-hmm. But you, I was going to say, but you have to have a mind. Because the crash is going to take longer. Mm-hmm. Right, because when he's crashing, he needs to know that you're going to be there, that you're not just going to abandon him. Because right. No, no, no. I don't think that that particular action is what ends this little quiet period. I think he's taking his balls out of his bucket faster, and he'll be better by morning, whether you go up there or not. Because see, when I told you that, when Spirit told me that, I didn't know until you said something after I said he's going to talk to you tomorrow, and then you said, "Well, yeah, I'm going up there tomorrow." So Spirit already knew that he was going to talk to you tomorrow because he's taking his balls out of his bucket. Yeah. So regardless of whether you go up there or not, he's still going to reach out to you tomorrow. Crashes. And November is pretty quiet. Yeah. The first half. Yeah, but it's only going to last till about the middle, and then he's like thawing out, so you'll hear a little bit from him for, the second half. Maybe not every single day, but maybe every other day. Because that helps you too, because it doesn't trigger you. Oh, you can say anything. You know what I mean? Ask him what? Are you triggered? I had to tell my person, it was like, look, when the fear takes over and you need space, just tell me, hey, I need some space for a couple of days. I said, I'll be cool with that. I said, but for you just to go ghost on me, I said, I don't like that. So, yeah. Or you could say, if me texting you in the mornings bothered you, just let me know. Because I don't want to do anything to trigger you. Maybe. There's a high likelihood that he would, but there's still a slight possibility that he won't. Because he's stubborn. Right. So okay. So like what I did this morning was, well, you don't have to say this, but I said, "Good morning, gorgeous," and then I ended it with, "Now go out there and show the world who's boss. I believe in you." And kind of, are you saying something like that where you end it where they don't have to answer you back because you made a statement? But coming from your side of it, you made a statement that didn't require an answer. You told him how what you thought, what you felt, and that's it. He might say thank you. He might say thank you, but don't expect. You need to lower your expectations. Make your statement and let it go. If he answers, he answers. If you don't, he don't. Okay. Right. Mhm. Right. Yeah. Right. I get that. Right. I get that. That's why ultimately though it has to be your decision. I think it would be a good thing to do it. If you might want to just not even put a schedule on it, but whenever you feel like saying something, just say it. But you're going to have to remove that um, expectation of an outcome. I know, I know, I know, because it makes you feel like you're wasting your time. Right. I get it. I get it. Because it's emotionally It's emotionally exhausting. I know. But God doesn't give us anything we can't handle. And you do have free will. But I don't think you want to walk away. I think sometimes you think you might want to walk away, but I don't think you really do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you that. You might call somebody else, but yeah. It's not nothing is set in stone. That's just based off of the energy right now. Sorry, my headphones are making my head feel foggy. Okay. Yeah. It's an emotional roller coaster. You're gonna have ups, downs, loops and loops, and all kinds of shit. According to where the energy was at the moment that I pulled the card. But there's free will, there's also other variables. He could change something too. Exactly, because you were like, oh, come on. Yeah. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. That's what you were thinking. Sorry. Actually, that might be pretty cool. No, not really. She's annoyingly helpful. It's not what I wanted to hear, but damn. Oh, I see that all the time too. We might have different. No, I'm very serious because according to my chart, I've had someone read my chart, and I'm supposed to live to be 100 plus, and I don't want to because to me that's like the worst thing ever. And this might be just my viewpoint on it for myself, me being selfish. But I don't want to watch all the people that I love around me die. I think that would be horrible, and I don't want to go through the punish it because to me it would feel like punishment over and over and over again until everybody that I love died. That's the way I look at it. Growing old, I don't want to live to be over 100 because to me that's horrible. I'm not in pain. I'm just I very, very much an empath, and so I feel everything. Oh, okay. Interrupting your therapy session, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm annoyingly helpful. You're welcome. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Okay, it says we have another something coming in. Nope. I see that card waiting. That's okay. So I apologize to those of you who recently left a 5-star review. I was trying to send out my appreciation minutes and I keep getting an error. So it'll be alright though. Looks like we might be having some website issues here. Okay. If anyone in here has questions, you can go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'm gonna produce it real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm going to shuffle the cards now and see what Spirit is saying about this situation. When is the last time that you heard from her, Dawn? Okay. Right now, I see that there are some still some underlying issues still. Also, ego is a big factor in this. She still has 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Um, she does have feelings for you. She still cares about you. Looks like she's going through a transformation right now. There's still a lot of conflict going on in her head. Should she? Shouldn't she? Yes, she will reach out to you, but I don't feel like it's going to be this year. It's going to take a while because, well, one thing is she does have to go through this transformation. So I do feel like it's probably going to be February when she reaches out to you. Yeah, February. Spirit is saying don't give up hope. And also, they're telling you to stay happy because you are a very joyful person and you need to speak your truth. They're telling you you need to speak your truth. But for now, the best thing you can do is just take a step back, give her space, and let her be the one to reach out to you because she's got a lot going on and she needs to process. You're very welcome, sweetheart. If you ever have another question and I'm not live here on YouTube, you can go to my website here at scottishsunflower.com and I'm usually online there. Right, thank you for letting me read you. Exactly. You need to focus on yourself. Put yourself first. Do the things that you enjoy doing. I don't know why I didn't say that. I usually tell people that. You're very welcome, sweetheart. In fact, I think I'm going to read my book now too while we're waiting on another call or something to come in. Unless anyone else has a question.
Do you have any transporter connections? Actually, instead of reading my book, I think I'm going to go ahead and take a lunch break, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Talk to you later.